Yeah, not a cloud in the sky, nice breeze.
Well, the sun's shining brightly here, but I like the snow though. I like the changing of the weather,
Right?
and like that. So I am talking here now with Garrett Wright, right? Garrett? Okay.
Yep.
Where are you from, Garrett?
I'm originally from Tilton, New Hampshire. Now
Yeah.
we're in St. Cloud, Florida.
And where's that near?
St. Cloud?
Yeah.
St. Cloud is probably 20 minutes from Walt Disney World.
Oh wow. So your kids get sick of it after a while, or what?
Absolutely not.
But your pocketbook does, right?
Right? Absolutely.
You know. And so, Garrett, you're also a psychic, am I correct?
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this type of work?
Probably 10 years.
10 years, okay. And you're also a proud Marine, right?
Yes, sir.
And for my loyal fans and myself, I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Because it's an honor to talk to someone who's also a Marine and also a psychic. That's very unusual.
Yeah, it certainly is.
When did you? But once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And one of the things I'd like to ask you, Garrett, is what do you attribute to you being a reader?
What do you mean?
In other words, how old were you, or how long have you been doing? What made you realize that you were a reader?
It started probably, it was probably when I went into the Marine Corps, about 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah, then I started picking up on things.
Uh-huh. Kind of frightening at first, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And of course, being a Marine, that you would were you able to, as a Marine, be able to tell people what you saw, or would they frown upon it?
It was very much frowned upon.
Uh-huh. So just like in the days when I started coming out, of course, I'm only 35 with a 42-year-old son. You know that, right?
Right, yeah, oh, absolutely.
Do we know each other in Laconia and Tilton area?
Yeah,
That's
I've actually been to have readings with you before.
that's what I thought. But
Yeah,
yeah,
couple of readings, I believe.
yeah, right. I was trying to remember when I knew I had, but I guess when you get to as many clients as I do, and I love every minute.
Oh, absolutely.
I hate the word client. I would call them students. You know what I mean?
Oh,
See,
yep.
well, aren't we students and teachers? In other words, when you're doing a reading on someone, you're also learning from them too as well. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
and so you have a new job coming up, which I'm excited for you.
Yep. Yep. Walt Disney World.
Yeah. Now that's a lot of acreage there you have to control, right?
Yeah, but you know what? It's going to be worth it.
That's good. You know, and you now, have you been in security for a lot before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of like that work.
Yeah, absolutely.
What if I told you I could see you as a private investigator? What would you say to that?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Because I think you could do very well as a private investigator, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience for it.
I wish you were here. We could talk. That way you'd be on the show with. But now it's just all like they can just see my gorgeous face or my ugly face, one or the other.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. But I also will tell you that I am going to. I am as soon as this event is over. I am going to start sitting down and writing my book, and I'll be calling on you or Facebooking you a lot. Is this the way I should do it? Should I do it that way?
You can do it any way you want to.
So don't be surprised if I become a pain in the butt to you.
No, you're fine. I'll let you know.
All right. Ooh. I also, and as you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Garrett Wright, and he's in St. Cloud, Florida. And Garrett, we got a big event coming up this Saturday.
Okay, yeah, I read something about that on your Facebook.
Yeah, it's for the Manchester Animal Shelter.
There you go.
And I'm a firm believer. I had this feeling that you've already given, but I don't think we can give enough to our community.
I agree.
Because I'm very grateful for what I have.
Absolutely.
What made you decide to move to Florida?
Weather.
Oh, and you don't like the cold, huh?
Nope. Had enough. Had enough.
Oh, see, I thrive on the cold, and I don't like the summer, so I wouldn't do well down in Florida.
Right. No,
You
I like it. I like it hot.
know, like your women, huh?
Absolutely.
Now you, that's right. Now I got you in hot water, you know. But now you're married with a couple of children, right?
Dude, yeah.
And how old are the children?
14 and 11.
My God,
Boy,
time,
girl.
wow, they go by fast, don't they?
Yeah, you're not lying.
And how long you been married?
Since 2001.
Oh, good thing you do that right, because your wife can be in all kinds of trouble.
About a week and a half.
Yeah. There you go. So, how do you like your new? Oh, and you just bought a house not too long ago.
We did. We did. Absolutely love it. Doing projects on it every day.
Yeah. Well, keep you and you know what the best part is? It's yours.
Exactly.
As long as the bank don't take it away.
Absolutely.
But this job that you have, then I'm glad you do a reading on me afterwards, okay? But this job that you have is just a stepping stone for your career movements.
I agree with that.
See, one of the things about you, you have a very restless spirit, and you have to have yourself keep motivating. If it doesn't have enough energy for you, you get very bored.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Your wife keeps you grounded, doesn't she?
Yep.
Okay. And you work well. You're the high, but she's the more calmer one, right?
That's exactly how it is. Yep.
Yeah. And she has a lot more patience. By the way, she has a new career opportunity if you want it.
I hope so.
You know, we never use the word hope. We always say I know.
Right, right.
Because you know the one thing I learned that's a very dear lady who's very, very strong psychically. Her name is Amethyst Wildfire. Okay.
Okay.
And she and I and another friend of mine, another reader, we were talking to her because she's very, very knowledgeable.
Right.
And we were talking to her about hope and angel. And she said, you know, you can hope all you want. The angels will hope with you. But when you know and you get it together, then you're going to know that it's going to happen for you.
Oh, absolutely. I
You,
agree with that
you
100%.
we may not always like the results of it because sometimes we
Right.
become too impatient. And don't we all forget to ask our angels for help?
Yep.
Yep.
More than
And,
once.
yep. I actually would tell you, I would when you would tell me you were going to get your tractor trailer license here. I was really
I was,
quite concerned
I
about your
was
hip,
going
and
to, but I just, it's not for me.
no, that's what I'm saying. I asked the angels to intercede to give you the correct answer for you.
All right.
I overstepped my boundaries here.
No, that's all right. I appreciate that
Yeah.
because you know what? The different things are better fit for me.
Right. Well, I was concerned about your hips and the lower part of your leg and your circulation for your blood products. You know that your blood flow.
Right.
Because you have a very tender sciatic nerve.
Yes, very much so.
Okay. And that would have raised heck with you all the way.
Okay.
Now your 14-year-old. You said it's a son, right?
Yep.
Okay. He is going to be very successful.
I agree.
Let him breathe, Dad.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
He does his thing.
Who's the controlling one?
No, he is.
Ah, like mine, right? Well, I will also tell you, whatever he does, he's going to be very, very, very successful.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to be into real estate. You gave him a clue on real estate development and how to make money.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and is it your mother that I talk to all the time?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she's the one that calls me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And she kind of misses you guys, you know, because you lived with her off and on for quite a while, didn't you?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. But one of the things I'm looking at you as well, Garrett, is you got how old are you?
I'm 33.
No, okay. Because you got 3 more career opportunities coming. Your journey
Okay.
has not even begun yet. You just touched the iceberg of it, so to speak.
Okay.
Okay. And the one thing that I also know with your journey is that you're going to get a lot more clairvoyancy. Okay. You like doing spiritual work, right?
I do, absolutely.
And your wife, I do know that your wife will support you in whatever you do.
Always has.
Yeah. Okay. You're pretty fortunate. Seriously, when I say that, because I always read in the paper, oh, this is going on and that's going on. You know.
Yeah,
Excuse me, folks.
that doesn't affect me, so.
You know, I gotta have a sip of my coffee early in
Okay.
the morning. Do you drink a lot of coffee?
Usually about 3 cups a day.
No, really. Oh,
Anything more than that gives me the shakes.
really? Whoa.
Yeah, can't have a lot of coffee.
I waste more than I drink.
Yeah, and my mother does the same thing.
Garrett, if somebody wants to read it in this area or whatever, how would they reach you?
They can go through you, and you can send me a Facebook message or something like that. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay, do they have a phone number where they can reach you, or would you prefer to go through me?
You have my cell phone number.
Okay, I'll go through me. And one thing I'm also, you got, you have a truck,
Do I have a what?
a pickup truck.
Not yet, but I intend to get one this week.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with the one you may be looking at.
Okay.
Then something could have cost you more than what it's not a brand new one, right?
No, no.
No. I'm concerned about it being more, cost you more money than it's really worth.
Okay.
Check underneath the front frame there, whatever they call that doohickey there, where they take the tire off, you go inside, and there's all these little bobs in there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I definitely want to. You're a mechanic, right?
I have a what?
Yeah. Are you a mechanic?
No, but I have skills.
Okay. But use your instinct because it just,
Oh, absolutely.
just something like. Remember we looked at one other one that wasn't for you either. But
Right.
is it a black truck that you're looking at?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. There's another one not too far from there. It's like almost like a dark blue truck that I see, and maybe a little bit newer, and the price might be a little bit cheaper. And weird as
Okay.
that sounds,
Okay.
okay, because the one that I'm sensing now, I just don't feel comfortable with it.
No, that's fine.
Okay, and another thing I've seen, I think you're going to rise very quickly up in rank. What they have in that security place
That is my intent.
okay. And when you the military background that you have is going to help you.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree 100%. Disney loves Marines.
And the best part is they're going to be willing to send you to school.
Good.
We can never learn too much.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Okay. Now I got thinking about that lady that you Facebook me back,
Yep.
and I know who she is. The lady that you're talking about, is actually a friend of yours that has passed away.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and she was at that age when she passed.
Okay.
Okay, and it was her way of trying to communicate with you and let you know that she's okay.
Okay.
She actually knows your wife more than she knows you or I.
Who was it?
She wouldn't give her name. She just said her name started with E, like Elaine or something like that.
Oh, okay. Elaine Smith. I know exactly who it is. Okay.
Okay, yeah, she said you were recognized. She was quite
Yeah.
ill, but she's very happy where she's at now,
Oh, absolutely. She's good people.
and she has a lot of cats around her. Okay. Do you have a dog?
Yep.
Okay, you know that dog's a pretty happy dog,
Yep.
and that dog runs a roost, right?
Oh, yeah.
But what kind of a dog?
She's a blue tick hound.
Oh, I was going to say I can't picture you with a little poodle.
Nope, absolutely not.
Oh, I have a Chihuahua, so it's but
Just
I
carry it around in your pocketbook.
that's right. And what do I have a little purse that I carry on my TV show.
Right.
But I also will tell you that I see you not this summer, but the following summer. You're going to come up to New Hampshire for a visit
Yes, yes, we probably in the fall.
in the fall. Well, we'll have to make sure we go out for lunch.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know, and
Absolutely.
I'm going to ask you. So I know you're pretty wise politically, right?
Yeah.
What do you see with our country psychically?
Well, I think that the country as it stands right now is at a fork in the road.
Yeah.
If they choose to continue to do things the way that they're doing it with manipulation and things like that, I think you're going to see a civil war. And it will be as bad, if not worse, than the Revolutionary War that we had with Great Britain.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at.
And and you're right because I am really scared for this country. I really am.
When I look at the world, and people say, "Well, that's the old times. Things aren't like that anymore." It's going to go right back to that because we're being forced to go back to the roots of the planet and the roots of the earth when it was first created, and that's how they're going to do it.
Right. And it's not that far away, is it?
No, it's not.
And that's it. Unfortunately, it's like you and I, we have to hit rock bottom to rebuild ourselves. I think this is what's happening with our country.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
I don't trust either candidate that's running for president. To be honest with you,
I like Trump. Um, I don't necessarily agree with everything that he says, but I like how he's in your face. This is how it's going to be. He's not afraid to make a decision and stick by his decision. He's also the type of person when his advisors tell him something,
yeah,
he will listen to what they're saying.
Right.
And take their advice, where others will just do what they want to do.
The unfortunate part is that they already know who's going to be elected.
And that's why I'm saying that we have a choice to make. The country has a choice to make.
Right. And because I can always remember them saying that our votes don't count as electoral votes, like how many people that are coming in.
Right.
So what I've always said, then what the heck is the sense in voting?
Exactly.
I like Bernie Sanders.
And I think that's part of the change that you're going to see coming up.
Right. Yeah. And I like Bernie Sanders.
Do you?
Yeah. I like the idea of him having for education. I am for education.
Which is fine. I get that, but I have an issue with handouts, and I can tell you right now, your tax rate will go through the roof. You'll be paying about 90% tax.
Oh, that I agree. Unfortunately, it costs a lot. Not everybody's going to get that free education.
Right.
And the way that the government is doing it, eventually, like they're trying to take gun control and they're trying to do this and that, and what I watch a lot of old westerns. I don't know if you do that. One of my favorite is the Rifleman, and I like looking back at that. I like the way they handle justice. Go out on the middle of the street and bang. Whoever wins is the good guy or whatever.
Right.
But there's so much violence that is going on, and I blame the media.
That's part of it. Part of it is the control and manipulation. If you keep everybody fighting over stupid thing like racial wars, you can do a lot more without being scrutinized over it because people are so into the race wars, and I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
On an issue that no longer exists.
Right.
Wouldn't it be wonderful issues to take away the attention of what they're really doing?
Right. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just turn all of this hate and anger into peace? And I'm not going to say love. I'm going to say peace and understanding of each other.
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
Folks, I am here. This is Norm on Norm's Second World Live. I'm here with Garrett Wright from South Cloud, Florida. And we were just having our little interview chat with readings. And this is like a coffee break for me. And he doesn't drink coffee, but that's okay. I'll drink it by his share. And we're talking about different things. Actually, I like this. Not necessarily readings, but it is all entwined into what we see with the future. Am I correct, Garrett?
Absolutely.
And one of the things that scared the heck out of me is I keep seeing something about. See if you can zero in towards the subway station in Manhattan, in New York.
Yeah, they need to beef up the security pretty much anywhere that has
Yeah.
subways or public transportation. I think they're going to hit that next.
Yeah, and that's what I'm concerned about. That ISIS is going to slam the Manhattan subway in
Yeah.
Manhattan. I truly
All,
hope I'm wrong.
all the things that they're doing overseas are just tests,
Yeah.
and it'll happen over here, and then maybe people will wake up.
Yeah. I'm not going to blame it all on Obama. We realize that he and Hillary are quite a bit at fault. But you know
Well,
what?
it started back with Ike Eisenhower.
Right. Yeah, it really did. Read your history.
Absolutely.
And then the Senate and the House of Rep, they're not putting their foot down. They're not saying no, you're not going to do this, no, you're not going to do that, but
Well,
you're going to do
because
it.
they got a bunch of people that are afraid to make a decision.
Yeah,
They don't want to hurt people's feelings. It's all the political correct stuff.
yeah, and that's absolutely right. You got to be, and then I love the way you said that political correct because you're going to be very careful of what you say because it can be politically incorrect and you get in trouble.
Absolutely.
And I get in trouble all the time, so it's nothing unusual for me.
Well, you and me both.
Yeah, there you go. I'd love to have you up here so you could be on my TV. You make a great TV host sometime. You know.
We'll do it in the fall, I think. I'd like to get up there in September or October. I haven't seen the leaves change in a few years, so.
Okay, well, when you do, we're gonna have to have you come in and you can sit with us on my show.
Sounds great.
I also will tell you that your wife's getting a speeding, no, not a speeding ticket, going through a red light.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And boy, are you gonna pick on her, and she's gonna blame that. She is going to be upset.
Well, it's funny because that actually happened about 3 months ago.
Oh, did it?
I
Okay.
red light camera.
Okay.
She gave me all kinds of stuff, and then she got pulled over and got a ticket for speeding. So it was kind of funny.
But it wasn't her fault, right?
Well, yeah, it was. She was speeding.
I mean, what I'm saying is, did she blame you? Did she take responsibility?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Because I like to blame other people for it.
Yeah.
It's fun that way. But then you got to be honest with yourself, and that's the worst part.
Absolutely.
One other thing about, are you having some problems with the lower part of your neck towards your shoulders?
Yeah. Yep.
I would encourage you to go and get a deep body massage.
Okay.
Okay. And because you got a lot of tightness here, because your worry all stems into your neck and down towards your shoulders.
Correct.
And it also affects your kidney and bladder area.
Okay.
Okay. So I would definitely encourage you to drink a lot more water.
Okay.
And you want a little girl?
No.
Be careful.
Two because we don't want three.
Yeah. Well, you may be having three.
Anyways, next question.
Actually, I see you. Maybe that's either adopting a child or taking in the child as a foster child.
Okay.
Because there's someone that you may know and they don't, And one thing about you and your wife, especially your wife, you don't abuse a child.
No, absolutely not.
And she's a fighter for what she believes in, isn't she?
Yep, subtly, still the subtle fight.
Right, boy. She gives you the silent treatment, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And honey, but what did I do? Don't you find us graveling? Oh, I'm sorry. We don't even know what we've done, but we do it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, when do you start your new job?
The 6th I go in for the paperwork, and then they'll start the 16th.
All right. Excited?
So, yeah, very much so. Ready to get back into it.
Right. Because the one thing I'm looking at you with, Garrett, is that this is a big stepping stone for you.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity a couple of years ago, and I passed it by, and here it is again. So this time I'm not passing it by.
And what I'm going to tell you is your spirits are telling you, don't effing blow it. Don't effing blow it.
Oh, no. Nope, absolutely not.
Okay, because there will not be a third time.
Nope, this is it for me. So
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
If I told you I could see you there for 22 years, what would you say?
I would absolutely believe it.
Okay, because that's what I'm actually seeing. Okay, and your 11-year-old, who's the one? Is he good in sports?
She does dance.
Oh, it's a little girl.
Yeah,
Okay, and if you got into what do you call them when they do the tumbling and all that?
she doesn't do that. No. My son does taekwondo.
No, I mean if she did gymnastics, she would be really good at it.
Yeah, she wants to. I just don't want to pay the money for it.
Oh, she's going to resent her son. Your son getting everything and she's getting nothing. Is what she's going to feel like.
Well, unfortunately, that two's on the other foot. So,
Oh, so they both do it, right? They're both spoiled.
yeah,
No, then you know what? What I call spoiled, they're spoiled with love and discipline, and they earn what they get.
exactly.
Okay, but I would encourage her. She's going to be very successful. Actually, I see her in as a politician.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
boy, when she talks, she can talk, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep,
she
there's no doubt about that.
and she can talk circles around even an adult. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely.
But would you want it any other way?
Nope. Nope. I want somebody that can stand up for themselves and what they believe in, and that's exactly what she does. So,
She's also very spiritual.
yeah, she's a very old soul.
Yeah.
She has shut off her abilities for now, but I know that they're going to come back.
I think no, I think I believe that I shut mine off for a while.
You know, I have to. There's periods of times where I just shut it off and stop because it's too much.
Right.
You know, when you have a lot, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Absolutely not, because growing up as a child, I wasn't accepted at what I do. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And I didn't understand it. You know. So, would you like to do a 5-minute reading on me?
Sure.
All right, I'm turning it over to you.
I'm going to give you trouble for not doing your book.
Oh, I am starting to. I got the title.
Don't tell me the title. Don't blow it. Okay.
All right.
Here's what I see happening for you. Once you finish your book, I see you actually finishing it around Christmas time. It's almost like you send me a manuscript around Christmas time to review it, which I'll be very honored to do that.
Right.
It's going to be a quick seller. It's going to go very quick, and you're going to make decent money off of it. I'm going to tell you to constantly invest your money. Be careful about doing junk bonds and stock bonds and things like that. But I definitely see you coming into more money. And by that, I mean, not the lawsuit stuff. It's going to be the other stuff.
Right.
Your book, your TV show. You're doing a TV show now, right?
Right.
Okay. Is that on public access?
Yeah, I pay to be on there.
Okay. You will have the opportunity to go on cable if you choose to take it. And that'll be, I see it as a WNDS. I see you something with WNDS and Al Caprian. It's almost like he's your contact.
Right.
If you choose to go that way, that's going to be a choice for you. It doesn't matter whether you choose it or not. I still see you doing larger forms for your readings, like a John Edwards type or even a Sylvia Brown type. I know that makes you uncomfortable, but as you and I start working together, I think you and I are going to play off each other a lot. You're going to teach me a lot, and turn, I'm going to teach you a lot as well. Crowd speaking is, I know you struggle with that a little bit, but I think that as you continue to do it, you're going to see a different part of readings that it's almost like your style changes a little bit. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You know what? You have everything, folks. Everything that he's saying is really on base. I had started my book because Garrett Wright gets on my buttocks, so to speak. And you know what? And I'm also changing a couple of things. I want to get out there, and I want to do more because my TV show is called Norman Friends. We're on every Wednesday from Channel 23 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and they can go to manchestertv.org or slash spiritualvisionary.net or slash IPMNation.com. And you know what, Garrett? And it's a call-in show, so they can call us in, or you can call in if you're home at area code 603-413-0223. And one of my goals is, Garrett, is I want to start doing more community charities
Okay.
with my slogan, Norman Friends.
You'll have that opportunity, but it's going to be about a year before you start doing what you really want to do.
Cool.
You're going to have some time there.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to go out back. The trash guy's picking up my trash, so
Oh.
it's really loud. So let me just go behind the house.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Florida. We can be outside this time of year.
Rub it in. Well, we can be too, long we dress warmly.
So anyway, I'm seeing about a year you'll be able to start doing more events. Blood drives is going to be a big one for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it's going to start, but I see you doing a lot with blood drives.
When what blood drives?
Yeah, I see you doing a bunch of blood drives.
Oh, I'm not allowed to. I'm gay.
No.
We can't give blood.
No, it may have to do with world events.
Oh, I see what you do. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
But I see you getting involved with things like that.
Yeah.
I think the kennel stuff is just a stepping stone for you.
Yeah. I also want one of the things that I want to do is I want to start I want to go to Memorial High School, Central High School, West High School, and Bedford High School, and another one, and have one of their star cooks in each one of the home ec classes that they have.
Right.
And I want to try to raise up $1,000 scholarship or $1,500 for the best school that wins some competition.
There you go. That's a great idea.
And then I want to have a music talent contest to raise money for the Bedford Animal Rescue League.
Right.
We got there again, folks. You got to give back whatever you receive. You got to give back to the community.
Absolutely. It's all about give and take.
Yeah.
Receive and give. Yeah. Most people just receive.
Yeah, well, but it's true. They do. And the more that they give, the more they get, the more they want. What bothers me when go ahead. No, go ahead. Well, wait a minute. What bothers me when I see these people out by the different churches, and I don't know their finances, they're right, but I see when nice cars carry out boxes of food, when I see a lot of people that I have a feeling that are too proud to go there and could really use it.
I agree 100%.
And I also find it interesting that I can raise more money for the animals than I can for the food shelters.
Yes, because people don't like people.
Yeah. Isn't that really sad? And it's really true.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
People don't like people.
Yeah. Does your daughter wear braces?
No, she doesn't need them. Thank the Lord.
Okay, then it must be your son.
It was going down that road, and I did a lot of spiritual work to fix that. So she got beautiful teeth, and my son does too.
Oh, good. But you need to brush them a little bit more on with the right kind of toothpaste.
Okay.
I recommend to everybody. I have no idea why, but my spirit says it. I recommend to everybody that they use Sensodyne.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I have very sensitive
teeth. Now, where is your dad? Do you talk to your dad?
Stepfather, yes. Biological is crossover.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Do you talk to him?
Nope.
He wants you to forgive him.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He did his thing, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. But sometimes, just say every once in a while, I would encourage you to say, "Hi, Dad. How's it going?" And that's acknowledge him once in a while. Not for him so much as for you.
Okay.
Okay. You're pretty close to your stepdad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have to tell you, is he like in his 60s? 70s. He's getting early dementia.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And boy, your mother has a strong heart to be with him.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And one of the thing I'm looking at is you have a good relationship with your in-laws too, don't you?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're like you see, you're a typical Marine. Let's be honest. You can be very bold and harsh when you want to be.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And I have a lot of friends that are Marines, so I can understand. And one thing about it, what is it? Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine.
That's right. That's right.
And the thing that I don't want to say anything, but they have all these homeless places, homes for the homeless military men. Okay, and I think they should. But
Right.
why can't we give them the medical care that they really need? Why just keep
Well,
shelter, put them in shelters, and then let them go?
well, you know just as well as I do because it's easier.
Yeah, you know, and
It's easier
that's
and
what.
cheaper.
Yeah, yeah, and you see, and there's so many. I have a friend of mine. He's from India. Okay, and he
Yep.
says no man, woman, or child goes hungry in India. They help each other like one big family.
And that's how it should be. That's
And
how it should be.
absolutely. Here here you will look and see these people, and it's going to be more. People take
Right.
this for granted. We have a changing in the climate. We have a changing in our bodies. We got a lot of shifts that are coming into our bodies.
Right.
Okay, and they got to learn to say, okay, this is how the changes are happening. Okay,
Right. And people also need to understand that when they receive the right amount, they need to stop.
yeah. This
You know,
country
stop
has the
where they
most.
belong.
Yeah, this country has the most obese people in the world.
Yeah, but I think that's intentional.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the government wants it that way.
Oh yeah. I when I go up to, and I'm no skinny, I got to lose about another 25 pounds
Right.
because I got to look gorgeous again. You know what I mean? You know, I can't sway my hips anymore. You know,
Right. Right.
but I go into a lot of the different restaurants. I'm always dumbfounded about the obesity that is in this
Absolutely.
country. You know, well, do you have any parting words for my viewers?
Well, stay true to yourself. That's what I would say to everybody. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, there
Do what
you
you need
go.
to do to win and succeed, and be happy.
Yeah, that's all it
Be
is.
happy.
Yeah,
Be happy. Be grateful.
grateful is the best part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And one of the things I always
No,
tell people, don't take anything for granted because you can lose it
no.
tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. You will lose it tomorrow when you do that. Been there, done that. Been down that road a few times. But you
Oh,
know what? When you step back and you see what you have, and you're grateful for it,
yeah,
more comes to you.
absolutely. That's like I've always said. I had to lose everything to get everything.
That's right, and that's exactly what happened to us. So,
And my favorite story is I love it, and I'm not embarrassed by it. How I had to eat it. I never stayed there, but how I had to eat at the homeless shelter. But
right,
the food was great. But I never heard so many people complain and so ungrateful for what
it's
they
crazy,
had.
isn't it?
It breaks my heart. You know. Well, yeah, I'm going to
Absolutely.
let you go,
It's
and
crazy.
yeah, and I want to remember every day and tell you good luck on your job. I'm not even going to give you luck. I know you're going to do well.
Well,
Okay, and
I
the,
intend to this time around. So,
and the one thing we will see each other soon. We will do a lot of work. You're right on base, and when
yep,
it's by
absolutely,
phone or whatever. And I want everybody to remember that every day this you are a winner. Thank you very much,
absolutely.
Garrett. And this will be downloaded probably within the next 2.5 hours.
All right, Norm, sounds great.
Okay, we'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, God
Yeah,
bless.
bye bye now. I was here talking to my friend Garrett Wright from St. Cloud, Florida. Very good friend, very intuitive. And I want to remember everybody that this coming Saturday, we're going to be having a psychic event at the Unitarian Universal Church in Manchester, New Hampshire. And it's for the animal shelter. I would love to have you come by, even just to drop off food or a donation for them. We got plenty of readers, and we're going to be successful. And the reason why we're going to be successful is because of people like you. This is so long now. We'll talk to you next time. This is Norman Psychic World saying goodbye, so long, and remember, every day, you are the winner.